Hey, it's Jenna, and today I have 50-50 for you. This class is a combination of both cardio and strength. For this workout, we'll have 2 sets of exercises, and we'll go through 2 rounds of each. It'll be a mixture of cardio, strength, and core. But first, we'll get started with our warm-ups. You can take a wide stance. We'll begin with squat and reach, squatting down as low as comfortable and reaching tall overhead. Focusing on keeping weight in the heels and chest lifted as you lower down. Good. We'll move to a march and pull down, bringing those knees up as high as comfortable, squeezing shoulder blades as we pull those arms down. Focusing on staying balanced. Going to leg curls, we'll bring the heels up towards the glutes and squeeze shoulder blades once again as we pull those arms back. And try to get those heels up as high as you can. Moving to jumping jacks, you have the option of either tapping or you can do a classic jumping jack, jumping out and back in. Feel free to mix and match. Do what feels good for your body today. Stretch with our warm-up, shake it out, and we're ready to go, starting with round 1. First exercise is push jacks with option to use a weight. So we'll begin by pressing up overhead, option to again tap the toes like we were just doing, or you can hop the legs out and back in like a classic jumping jack. Going as quickly as you can and pressing straight up overhead. Brace that core tight, keep it going. Last bit, finish out strong. Nice work. We'll get ready for our next exercise, pass across right into it. And here we go. If you have a weight, pressing it out to the side, or again, follow along with no weights. Work to move as quickly as you can, and just a slight lunge as we tap that foot back, drawing the belly button towards the spine to brace the core tight. Keep it moving. Almost there. Good. We'll take a little breather. Moving on to strength. We have sumo squat and curl to press. You can grab your dumbbells or whatever weights you have to use. We'll take a wide stance, toes pointed outward to get ready for sumo squats. So we'll squat down, curling, pressing as we stand, and then slowly making our way back down. And focusing on staying nice and tall throughout. Chest is lifted, shoulders are back. As we stand, pressing up through those heels, squeezing glutes. Move at your own pace here. Always remembering to breathe through. Awesome job, we're almost there. Finish out strong. Good, and we'll set those weights down, getting ready for narrow squat and kickbacks. So you can grab your dumbbells again, feet are together, we'll hinge forward. I'll start to add those kickbacks, sending the weights right behind us, working to keep your balance as much as possible, and always an option to alternate arms. We'll try to keep weight back in the heels, and brace that core tight by drawing belly button towards the spine. Work to maintain a flat back throughout, keeping those shoulders back. Again, core braced. Home stretch. Nice work. You can set the weights down, shake it out, and we'll head to some core. So option of using a mat, we have slow bicycles first. So hands are behind the head. We'll twist elbow to opposite knee, going nice and slow. Trying to keep those elbows wide and extending the leg out as far as comfortable for you, where you can keep that back flat on the ground or on your mat. We'll keep pushing through here, and slow and steady. Good, we'll take a quick breather, getting ready for plank and hip dips. You can do plank either on your knees or toes. We'll get ready here. And begin. We'll be on the forearms for this, alternating, shifting the hips side to side. Otherwise, you can always hold that plank. You can do this again either on the toes or down on the knees. Shifting those hips as far as comfortable to the side and focusing on pulling them back to the center using the core. We'll draw that belly button tight towards the spine, bracing that core, staying strong. Here we go, keep it up. Stop. You can take a quick stretch back, 30-second break. You can grab water, do what you need to do. And we are headed back to the top. So we'll begin back with push jacks. Alright, we'll get ready for round 2. As I said, push jacks are first, so we'll get ready. And here we go. Either tapping to the side or you can pop out like the classic jumping jack. Either way, pressing that weight or pressing overhead as strong as you can and as quickly as you can. And keep it going here. Final push. Nice work, finish out strong. Good. Quick break, we'll get ready for pass across. And here we go. And either passing a weight or pressing the arms out like you're passing a ball. And quickly tapping that other foot behind you. Maybe adding a little hop to speed things up. And feel it out to do what's right for your body today. Work to keep it moving, almost there. Nice work. And a little break here. We'll get ready for our strength next. Starting back with sumo squat and curl to press. You can grab your dumbbells. Wide stance, toes pointed slightly outward. We'll squat down, curling, pressing as we stand, and then slowly making your way back down. Keeping the elbows pinned by your sides for that curl. Exhaling as we press those weights up overhead. And keeping the weight in your heels throughout. Squeezing glutes. And keep that tall posture, shoulders back. Good work. Quick breather, then we're to narrow squat and kickbacks. Once again, feet are going to be together and we'll hinge forward. We'll start to send the weights behind you, straightening out the arms, working to keep the upper arms stable, and always an option to alternate. And try to keep weight in the heels and keep your body as steady and stable as possible. Really focusing on pressing those weights, using those triceps, and keeping your back as flat as possible, shoulders drawn back and together. Good work, home stretch. And done. You can set the weights down, we'll head down to your mat if you'd like, otherwise just the ground for slow bicycles. On your back, hands behind the head, and we'll start by bringing elbow to opposite knee, twisting across as far as comfortable. And straightening out that leg as much as you can while keeping the back flat on the ground or on your mat. Try to keep the elbows wide, keeping our pace slow and steady. Good work, keep it up. And relax. Quick breather, then we'll get ready for planks next, either on knees or toes, and adding hip dips. So we'll set up on the elbows, directly below shoulders, alternating a dip down with the hip, focusing on pulling up with the core. An option if you like, a little challenge, you can lift up to the toes and do this. Really focusing on bracing that core tight by drawing belly button towards the spine. We'll continue to breathe through. Awesome work, we'll keep it going. Home stretch. And you can start to stretch it back. We have a 30-second break, we'll move on to our second set of exercises. So feel free to grab some water and do what you need to do. We'll move on to our second set, beginning with narrow to wide squat jumps or steps. So staying nice and low, we'll either step to the side, adding a little hop as we return to the center, or a little bounce, or you can also jump from narrow to wide squats, landing softly on the feet. Whatever option you choose, focus on staying low in those legs and move as quickly as comfortable for you. Nice work. Quick breather, going to high knees next, either marching or running. Beginning to drive the knees up towards the chest, using those arms for some momentum. You have an option to run in place. Still focusing on getting those knees up as high as you can. Being soft on the feet, wherever you're at. And powering through, final 10 seconds. Nice job. Quick breather. We'll grab our weights, getting ready for a lunge hold and single arm row. So pick a side to start with. We'll step back and hold the weight on the same side. We'll start to throw 1 or 2 dumbbells up to the side, focusing on staying low in that front leg and squeezing the shoulder blade as we pull that weight back. Take a moment to draw the belly button towards the spine to brace that core a little bit tighter. We'll try to keep those shoulders in line. We're almost there. Good. We'll step it up, quick shake it out, and we'll switch sides. You can start to set up on that other side. And here we go. And rowing either 1 or 2 dumbbells right up to the sides. The line should be about in line with the belly button for general reference. Really focusing on squeezing that shoulder blade as we pull that weight up. Staying low in that front leg to hold that lunge strong. Still keeping those shoulders in line as much as possible. Nice job. You can step it up, shake it out. We'll head down to the ground. Option to use a mat. We have push-ups next. Either on knees or toes. Hands are wide, outside of the shoulders. Lower down as far as comfortable, focusing on bracing that core tight by drawing belly button towards the spine. We'll try to avoid any head bobbing, working to keep the neck neutral. Exhale as we press ourselves away from the ground or from the dog. We'll finish out strong here, brace the core a little tighter. Good, and we'll stretch it back. We'll stay on the ground, going to Russian twist next. Option to use a dumbbell. So we'll be seated, slight lean back with feet on the ground or feet hovering as we twist side to side, working to twist the whole torso and not just reaching the arms. We'll keep the chest lifted tall. Always remembering to breathe. Nice job, final push. Good, we have a 30-second break. After this, we're headed back to the top for one more round through with the second set. Feel free to grab some water and do whatever you need to do. We'll get ready for narrow to wide jumps or steps, and either stepping out wide and back to a narrow stance, adding a little bounce, staying low in the legs, or you can start to hop your way out, landing softly on the feet. Whatever option you choose, staying nice and low in those legs. You're loving that burn. We'll keep it moving. Nice job, power through, and done. Get ready for high knees next. We'll begin to drive the knees up towards the chest, either marching, or you can start to run or jog in place. Wherever you're at, focusing on driving the knees up as high as you can. Use those arms. And try to stay soft on the feet. We'll try to speed things up. Home stretch. Good. Moving on to some strength. We have our lunge hold and single arm row next. So you can grab a dumbbell or two dumbbells and start to set up. Stepping back, holding the weight on the same side, and we'll begin to pull that weight up right in line with the belly button. We'll squeeze the shoulder blade tight and maintain that strong hinge forward, bracing the core and keeping shoulders back and in line as much as possible. Try to sink a little bit lower in that front leg. And breathe through. Good work. We'll step it up, shake it out, and switch sides. We'll set up here, getting ready to row. Here we go. Either one or two dumbbells. Rowing strong straight towards the belly button, keeping shoulders in line, core brace tight, all those good things. And of course that bonus with the lunge, staying low in that front leg. Good. Try to squeeze the shoulder blade a little bit tighter. Nice job. You can step it up, shake it out, and we're heading down to the ground or to a mat. We're back to push-ups. We'll set up either on knees or toes, wide grip, so hands are outside of the shoulders. We'll lower down as far as comfortable for you. Try to keep the elbows pinned in close. And core is braced tight by drawing belly button towards the spine. Remembering to inhale on the way down, exhale as we press ourselves away from the mat or from your goofy dog. And we'll finish out strong. Home stretch. Good. We'll stretch it back, take a breath, and then you can make your way to a seat or back to Russian twist with option of using a weight. You can either have feet on the ground or hovering. Begin to twist side to side and keep it slow, focusing on twisting the whole torso, not just moving the arms. And feel free to mix and match with the feet. And keep them down. You can lift them up every once in a while for a little bonus challenge. We'll finish out strong here. Last push. And done. We'll take a quick 20-second break. And next up we have our cool down stretch. Cool down's coming up shortly, and you can stay on the ground. So we're going to start on our backs with knees pulled into the chest, maybe rocking side to side, massage the back. Just taking some deep breaths to bring things down. Slowly extend the left leg out, keeping the right leg right where it's at. Hold it in close for a couple breaths, feeling that compression in the hip. Slowly start to twist across to the left side, feeling that stretch along the side of the leg. We'll release, coming back to the center, one more hug in, and then we'll start to bring that left leg into the chest, pulling it in close, welcoming that compression in the hip for a couple breaths. We'll slowly start to twist across the body. You can feel that stretch along the side of the leg in the IT band. Deep breaths. Good, and we'll release back to the center. Grabbing behind the knees for some roll-ups. You can take as many or as few of these as you'd like. We'll make our way to a butterfly stretch next. Bring feet together, pressing down lightly on the knees with elbows, trying to keep shoulders back. Feeling that stretch in the inner thigh and hips. We'll slowly shift ourselves back, roll ourselves forward, and then walk the knees out as wide as comfortable with big toes to touch as we sink down to the hips, extended child's pose. Taking some deep breaths. We'll slowly walk the hands up towards you. Shake it out, and workout is complete. Feel free to get stretching in on your own. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel.